97.9 The Box in the studio with Jazz Anderson. Thank you for being a part of the show. J-Mac said that you, well, how would we describe you? Musician, artist, social media star, reality TV show star? Which one of these definitions do you accept?
I like
Tammy Roman's daughter.
No, I like all of them, to be honest, but I
Okay.
think everything that wraps it up in one is an entertainer.
Or
Yeah.
J-Mac's supposed to be daughter.
Stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter. You're right. I need to
We'll
put
talk
that on.
about that later.
Because we know J-Mac don't do the nasty stuff. So that can never be. So.
I'll let her have her J. You know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You think
Thank
so?
you, J-Mac.
Since you know so much about it, I'm going to sit over here and chill and let you run things, son. Because you was over here talking all about it the whole time and summing up how much, oh, you wearing that. Oh, you
Yeah.
wearing this. Oh, and such did your makeup. I'm like, are you stalking her, bro?
No, I just pay attention, man. Like, I know that one of the first freestyles you did was the ambitious as a rider, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Go ahead. You go, fanboy. You go, fanboy.
So why did you pick Tupac? I mean,
When that was like 4 years ago.
Right.
But as a female rapper, I wanted to do something that was like, that I could be aggressive on.
right.
Because I felt like it was watered down at that time. Now it's not watered down, the female rap, but at the time, like 4 or 5 years ago when I did that, it was really watered down. So I was like, let me give them something that's hard, bars, aggressive.
All right, stop right there, man. So what do you think changed? I'm glad you brought that up because we have seen a change. Like once in a while you get the lyrical rapper that will come around every so many years. Now, I don't care what the topic is, skill-wise, they're all coming with it. To me, especially in Houston and across the country as well. It's just another breed to me of female MC.
For sure. I think people are asking for it at this point. Like it's in high demand. Like people want bars again.
Mm-hmm.
They want that skill set. They want that to be shown. Where back then it was kind of just like if you have an image, when you walk into a label, you have that image, let's just make some money off you.
Right.
Where now it's like the talent is coming back to be the focal point.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
it's and to me what's so good about it is, and maybe I'm wrong, it seems like a lot of the females are now better than the male rappers.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's going, yeah.
No, I'm being
I was
honest.
just talking about this.
Would you agree with that? It seems to me that the female rappers right now are really better than the male rappers of right now.
I definitely agree. I think it's
I hope
because
they don't get mad at me. I'm just
we
opinion.
coming with it, and I think it's because when you're a female rapper, it's like you're put at a different standard than the guys.
That's what somebody told me yesterday.
Like,
right.
A guy could give the wackest 4 bars ever, but people will still be like, okay, that's cool. But if a female does it, it's like, she trash.
Right.
We don't want to hear that, you know. So it's
right.
like now that we're in the game, it's kind of like we have so much to prove.
I think it's being proven. So,
Yeah, me too.
so now what does this mean for your rap career now? Because like you said, you've been doing this for a while, and all of a sudden we got this wave of hardcore female MCs.
Well, I started taking it serious about 2 years ago. So it was like now I always say when one female rapper kicks down the door, let's, the door open for the rest of us.
Right.
So, I'm just at that point in my career where I just want to keep putting out good content.
Okay.
And then, seeing what happens.
All right. I'm sorry, Mac. I didn't mean to take over
Oh,
your
no.
interview.
I'm watching.
I'm sorry, Mac, because I'm trying to understand the connection since she was supposed to be your stepdaughter.
I told we'll talk about that at the end.
Oh, excuse
Right
me,
now,
excuse
it's
me,
about
I'm
her
sorry.
career.
Okay, I'm
And
sorry.
what she's doing great.
Tickling.
So funny.
So what's the next thing that she's doing so great, J-Mac?
I mean, she's doing a lot. But I know that you work with a lot of artists around here, and one of the dudes I like that you work with is Sauce Walker.
Yes.
He's so talented.
Yes, he's very talented.
I don't think a lot of people realize that, though, because he does so many interesting things to get people's attention.
Right.
And they kind of like don't really go deeper and see that the dude really says some stuff.
No,
He's
he's lyrical actually. Like
Yeah.
when I first moved to Houston and I was taking the rap serious, he took me under his wing with
Oh, really?
TSF.
Okay, yeah.
So, he gave me advice, put me in the studio. We did a couple records together. Like he's a real genuine dude.
Right.
And he's lyrical, and I think
You could be
people
ruining
don't-
his reputation saying he's a real genuine dude because they know him to be so outlandish and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
Making
mean,
him a nice guy could be
perception is,
It is what it is.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
But to me, he was real genuine.
So why
down to earth.
didn't that go any further right there?
I think it was more so the type of music that I do. I feel like I wouldn't, have
Mish
fit.
with the crew.
Yeah.
Okay. All
But
right. I can accept that.
it's still all love. But it
Right,
was just
right,
like
right.
I don't think it was right for me.
Okay. All right.
In that aspect.
It could have been a time thing too, because time and things were
I'm a
different
totally
at that time
different artist
than what
now
you
than
were.
I was
Exactly.
then.
So what's the
it's
big
like-
change? What's changed? Just
I think more so it's
Maturity?
yeah, exactly. I grew up, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I'm 23 now. I started taking it serious when I was 20. I had so much to learn. Image wise, content wise, beat picking. Like when I was younger, I didn't just throw on a beat, let's go. You know,
Right.
where now it's like I actually take time in the studio because a beat can change the dynamic of a whole song, So it's like little stuff that's starting to stick out more that I'm older.
what was your mom's? What was the feedback she was giving you while you was doing your music stuff?
You
And
know,
was she supportive?
That's trash.
Oh wow!
Girl, you gonna put that out?
yeah, no.
Was she like that?
Yeah, when I
Like
yeah,
that to
she was.
her daughter?
Yeah, like she keeps it 100 all the time. And when I first
No, you gotta
started,
lie to your kid though. Baby,
No.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't
No.
lie.
See, that's what's wrong with the world now. People are
Yeah.
lying to their kids, and their kids are putting trash out there, whether it's
true.
football, whether it's lyrics.
Mad DJ, right?
No, I'm just telling the truth. I
right,
hate
Mad
that.
DJ.
But anyway, back to your story.
Yeah.
But when I first started, I wasn't lyrical. I didn't have a vocabulary. Like it was very basic.
And she told you that?
Yes, she was like, "This is very basic. If you want to take this serious, then you have to step your game up." And then I watched her.
Would you hurt?
and-
Were you hurt because she told you this? Like,
No, I actually wasn't.
Okay.
She's always been like when I play basketball. I went to PV. And yeah, yeah. Yeah. She would help me with that. Like, okay, you got to get stronger with your left. Like, if you really want to take this serious, you have to do this. You have to do that. So
Okay.
it's like I always go to her for advice. So when she told me I had to step it up, it helped me a lot because I'm doing things today that I probably wouldn't be doing.
gotcha.
if it wasn't
Okay.
for that. Yeah.
I'm just wondering. Some people take that the wrong way when the
Right.
parents are hard on you. Like, yeah, she was way too hard on me. She shouldn't have been that hard on me. She should have been more supportive. But you said she was supportive.
Yeah, she was
just keeping it
supportive.
real.
Yeah, she was keeping it real,
Right.
though.
There's
Exactly.
a difference. There's a
Right,
difference.
exactly.
I'm just not supporting you. I am
Right.
supporting you. I'm just like, baby, you whack.
Yes.
I love you though. Keep on doing
Keep
it.
going, but
But right now you whack, son.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
just keep on doing what you do. Okay, I got you.
Right.
Come on, Matt. What else you got?
Man, I'm just thinking. I'm just happy to have my daughter up here. No, just joking, because somebody get this and I'll be all on TMZ.
They won't go that far. They already know where you staying at in the city. This shit stops right here. They're like, oh, that's just J Man. He ain't doing nothing to nobody. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to curse either. Dad's in the studio. See what I'm saying? They already know. See? Back to her, please, J Mac.
Is there any particular person that you want to work with that you haven't worked with? I know you work with a lot of people. Kat
Yeah.
St. John, you work with.
Yeah. When I had first moved to Houston as well, she was writing. We did a couple records together. She's really dope too. But in the city, or you just mean in general?
In general.
I think it's the producer-based game now. So I definitely want to work with Hitmaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely want to work with him, and I want to work with Timbaland. I think we
Wow.
could. Yeah.
That's big.
I think we
That's
could
big.
do something.
And so how has the pressure been? I mean, because you're Tammy's daughter, do you get a lot of pressure, or do a lot of people come at you like you should be better, or maybe you shouldn't rap, or why are you rapping when you first started?
Because people can be mean,
Yeah.
especially when it comes
Social
to reality.
media, yeah,
This
exactly.
world it can be very,
The
very
crazy thing is, it was like me being on Basketball Wives. I was on it when I was 14.
Right.
So I've been dealing with comments, hate, negativity, opinions my whole life pretty much. So it doesn't really stick to me at this point. I have to really rock with you for me to take your advice.
So what
basically.
happens?
So
Because there's a process, especially as a child, there's a process that you have to go through because everyone wants to be loved. Everybody
Yeah,
wants to be liked.
for
So what
sure.
was the process that you had to go through where you just got to the point where this is what my life is, this is
Right.
who my mom is, this is who I am, and this is going to be a part
Yeah.
of me dealing with fame and success and being out there and a celebrity.
I just had to stop caring, honestly, because I used to be very affected, used to shut down my social media, used to be like, I'm off this. Because when you're younger, it's a lot to take in.
is.
VH1 gets like 4 million viewers. So imagine that. Everybody just, and it's easy access nowadays because of social media.
Yep.
So, I used to shut my account down, but then I just stopped caring. I just stopped caring.
Okay, so what was the first thing that made you go, maybe I shouldn't be on TV? they came at you hard and you shut down your social media. Do you remember that first time? Like you go, oh my God, 4 million people are watching this?
Right.
Because
I didn't know it was going to be that kind of impact.
because you probably didn't know when you
Because you're
were
14,
on it.
you're a child, and you get your first bit of hate.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, oh man, it's this throwback, but we had done a scene with my dad. It was my sister, myself, my dad, and a therapist.
Kenny Anderson? Wow.
And
You don't know who her daddy is all of a sudden?
I know, but I'm letting you know.
That's the way. Who? Kenny Anderson?
yeah.
I didn't know. Good acting, though.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
that was good. But
Whack, son.
me and my dad genuinely hadn't spoken in
wow.
years. So to be on TV, and that's
So
our first time.
and it's all real. Then.
Exactly. It was all real. So then when you take those emotions, just hitting me at once, I'm crying, and then now everybody's watching it and has their input on it. Something that's so fragile
Personal.
to me.
Yeah.
Personal. I was
To
like,
give you their opinions about what you should be doing.
exactly about
Right.
my family life.
Right.
I was like, maybe I don't want to do this, But I was 14 at the time, and then it was like the more that I got serious and put more into the limelight, my mom was just like, this is what comes with it. So
And she just told you, like, hey,
Yeah,
this
like-
is what it is if we're going to do
exactly,
it.
because she was on The Real World when she was
back in the
20.
day. Yeah.
So
So
she
she's way used
know.
to it. Yeah.
So she was like, if this is what you want, like, it comes with it, and it just is what it is. And then I watched her, like, the backlash that she would face being on Basketball Wives, and she never broke. So
Yeah, your mom
kind of
really
like,
doesn't care.
She doesn't care
She's good at
at
that.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, she's good at
So
that.
she genuinely doesn't care too.
Right.
So, I'm
So
like,
finally, you've adopted her
Exactly,
principle
yeah.
of I really don't care. This
Exactly.
is what comes with it.
But,
Okay.
but back to you. I'm thinking about the relationship with your dad. How is it now? Did it get better?
So it's Kenny Anderson?
Come on, man. Be quiet. This
Oh,
is serious.
now
This
we're
is the
serious.
part of the
Okay.
show.
This is
Come
the serious
on.
part of the show.
I'm asking the serious
Sorry,
part.
folks. We're at the
Like, be
serious part of the show.
quiet.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
It's definitely getting better. It's a work in progress. I recently turned 23, and when I turned 23, I was like, I want to let go of all the bitterness, the hate, the resentment. I don't want to be that girl anymore. So since then, we've been, working at it. He just had a stroke.
Ooh, Lordy.
Yeah, he just had a stroke, so he has his whole right.
Does your
side.
mom, just curious if your mom encourages, like, he's your dad.
Yep. Yeah.
No matter what, he's still dad. So I'm not going to say nothing bad, but he's your dad.
Right. Yeah. She's
gotta
always
figure it out for
she's
yourself.
always been like that. She wants us to have that relationship, but at the end of the day, I'm my own person,
Yeah.
and I'm stubborn, so she knows that. So,
So
it's
it's still
like,
going to take a little
yeah,
time.
exactly. I'm like, when I'm ready, I'm gonna do it.
Keep working, Kenny. It ain't over yet. Keep working, baby. Keep working. So you got all this going on. You got all this drama. You've learned to deal with this. How do you learn to maneuver? And because
Your boyfriend?
everything.
No,
That's what you was gonna say. Do you got a boyfriend?
that was so random. No.
The funny thing is, I really was getting ready to go there.
Really?
With all this going on, how do you? Because there's certain parts about your life you want to keep private.
Yeah.
But everything you do becomes a moment in
does.
the social media
It does,
world. You
yes.
can't be like posting with my boo.
Yeah,
as soon as
you
you do
Yeah,
that.
I want you now.
Yeah.
And then if it's some miscellaneous guy, he's gonna probably be like, "Hey, I don't really want to be a
Yeah,
part of your
no,
mix."
that's
so
absolutely
how
right.
do you balance? Because I hate to say it, once you start making yourself a part of this world, you have to make yourself sort of accessible enough that they think that you're accessible. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So how do you play that fine line of you think you're accessible, but you can't get all parts of this, and then you have to date, and there's the and it's even celebrity dudes. They'll see you on TV like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a hot girl summer.
Yeah, there we go.
Facts.
So how do you balance all that?
Well-
Because everybody's not genuine coming your way.
Right. No. Well, to the first question you asked, I'm naturally a private person anyway. So it's like I always say what I put on social media is what I want you to know or what I want you to see.
True.
It's never going to be like, oh, I didn't mean to post that. Like, no. I
see it.
think about it
There
before
was
I
some
even
thought
do
that
it.
went into
Yeah.
it.
And then to your second part, it's like, a lot of people aren't genuine, and I've been dealing with that my whole life pretty much. So
That
I can
sucks.
kind of weed it out.
That
Yeah,
actually
it
sounds
sucks.
kind of
It
sad.
sucks.
Ever since 14,
Yeah.
people have not been real with me.
Exactly.
But you learn how to deal with
You
it.
do.
And
You just have
move
to-
on.
yeah.
You
You
seem to have a
weed it
good
out.
personality about that. But to me, there's a bit of sadness to the industry because everyone that you probably, from friends to
Yeah.
management
Yes.
to family members, there are going to be a lot of moments for you, unfortunately, that you've learned
Yes.
from 14 to 23 that most people are not real and they're fake.
Right.
And again, you've learned to deal with that how? Like I said, from family to your money business to you finding a manager to da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, I always keep people in my circle that I trust, one being my mom. So, as I said, I always go to her for advice or if something seems fishy, when it comes to the business side of things. Mm-hmm. So I just try to keep people in my circle that I can actually trust and call on when I need them. But in terms of like everybody else, it's kind of just like, if I feel the fake energy, fake vibes, I don't even want to be around you. Yeah.
But your mom doesn't manage your career or anything like that.
So. No, she used to, but now it's Tony Neal of the Core DJs.
Okay, so what made you make that decision? Like, because she's mommy and you don't.
Yeah, it was getting to like it would be personal when it was supposed to be business, but it's because.
Baby girl, we shouldn't be doing that. Wait a minute, mom.
Exactly. But I knew it was because she cared about me. But I was like, the more that I grow in my career, it's just gonna clash. And then she's so busy herself.
Right. That's why. So how did she take that? Because there's always that moment where when you got a parent that's a manager where the child gets, I don't want you to manage me no more, and it becomes sticky.
Well, she honestly wanted to loosen the reins anyway and give my career over to an actual.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to actual manager because she started to see that my career was growing more, and she was like, I don't know how to handle some of this stuff. She was like,
really?
Yeah, she's like, I've been in the entertainment industry, but I'm an actress. I'm on TV. They talking music stuff that I may not really be as knowledgeable on. So I want someone who really knows.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she wasn't even tripping really. She understood.
Tammy was all right. Sorry you missed out on that one, J Mac. Sorry, but you always miss out on them, don't you? That's your legacy of missing out.
Really?
Girl, I got a list I can go through of so many that he missed out on.
So how's the relationship between you and your sister?
We're close. Yeah,
She is quiet.
Yeah,
I always feel like she's a sister that might be doing all the bad stuff, but we never know.
What?
Yeah, because she's very quiet. If you see her,
so because she's quiet, you think she's up to no good.
Yep.
Are you listening to yourself? You ain't in the family where you can just say these guys.
I'm just saying. I mean, I know her. We cool like that.
Y'all ain't cool.
Yeah, we really cool.
Now y'all, but no. He cool with everybody.
No, we are cool.
Okay. You're getting worse than Rob G.
No.
You right. Stay back there because I know you'll be on the mic taking it over. So you just stay over there. Go ahead.
No, but she's the more reserved one, laid back. Like she goes.
Does she like all this or she doesn't?
She does. She's more on the modeling side of things.
Right.
And then she just graduated from
UT.
Nice. Yeah. So now she's going to law school. So it's like.
He finished it for me.
You really thought you was in the family, huh?
He finished it for me. Thank you, J-Mac.
Dog, you just. Should we just ask you her questions now?
Yeah, he know him.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that your mom, she couldn't get me, but she got a man from here.
Yes.
And how did you feel about
from here?
How do you feel about your stepdad? He's from here.
Yeah, from Studewood.
Really
I like Reggie a lot. He's a.
What's she supposed to say? Nah, he ain't no good.
I really do though, honestly, or they wouldn't have made it this far because I'm very open with my mom. Like,
really?
You gonna bust up a relationship?
So you was hating it? You one of them childs that hate your mama.
I'm not hating, but I'm just saying if I don't like someone, like I don't really know if he's right for you, etc. But no,
will she feel you on that? Will she like listen to her daughters talking about who I should be with?
For sure.
Really?
Yeah.
How does she feel about you? She does the same?
Get in your business.
She actually doesn't. Not no more. Yeah, she doesn't.
Not no more. Yeah. Something must be happening.
No, I'm just saying she know I'm older
now.
Not
no more. After that last one, you better mind your business. You do TV, I'm doing my relationship.
She looking at me like I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna say nothing. No. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I am so sorry that J Mac is so much. I've never seen him so involved with anyone that we talk to. He's been all smiles, looking at everything you went.
I want to see her make it to the next level.
Thank you, J-Mac.
It's always good when you get to see people and you get to see them from the bottom and you get to see them rise.
Seriously,
so that's it.
Why? Are there some people you don't want to see rise?
Yeah, there's some people I don't like.
Oh, no.
When the show got really real.
Yeah, it got too real.
And welcome to the Madd Hatta Morning Show. So what's next for you? What's on the horizon, if I'm allowed to ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, guy.
I just released my project, Separation Anxiety, so I have a lot of visuals dropping off
Separation Anxiety. Mm-hmm. Separation Anxiety from what?
Well, okay, so basically it was separating the TV life from Jazz, the rapper.
Okay.
Basically. And I felt like, in a nutshell, that a lot of people who listen to me say, she's talented, she's dope, but this is, I remember her like this. Yeah. And she's a reality star, so can she really be a rapper, you know? So I felt like a lot of people who listen to me kind of have separation anxiety in a sense, because they don't want to let me be.
You.
Exactly. So that's kind of.
They put you in a box. That's the way
for
the
sure.
world
They
is.
definitely do.
Yeah.
So I have visuals coming off of that, and then we had the spinoff show Tammy Ever After that aired on VH1. So we doing more stuff.
All right.
VH1.
Are you really into the TV thing and wanting to? Are you going in the same direction as your mother?
Yeah, I think I am, honestly. I like reality TV.
Do you?
Yeah, when it's, let me say this, when it's genuine, you know, so when I'm with family, it's fun, you know, but sometimes, you know, it could be a little drama if it's on another show. So it just depends on what show I'm doing.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's one of the more dramatic shows.
Right.
Probably not a lot of fun.
Right, it could get a little messy.
Because do you find that some of the reality stars, it's a battle for time, so to speak?
Yeah. You mean like storylines in a sense?
Yeah,
like, I want to be the center. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to.
So
I
will cause some drama because I want that attention that comes with it.
That definitely happens, and I'm not that person. Like, you're not gonna do that with me because we gonna really have issues. Like
now she
outside
turned
of
into
the
a
show.
mama.
I heard that, you know. Okay, that's Tammy's daughter. She was smiles always. No, I will get with you for real good.
Yeah,
and now we're gonna have to do it on TV, and I have to bust you up, and it's it's not gonna be cute for you.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to do my thing. Okay.
That's why I just try to separate the two. But yeah, when we did Tammy Ever After, it was a lot of fun.
Cool. It's nice meeting you, and I'm sorry that J Mac took up all of your time because he thinks that he was almost part of the family, which everyone is
we
not
love
surprised.
J Mac.
See?
We love J Mac.
Okay, you know somebody. You happy now?
I am happy.
Can she wrap up and give all her social media and all that so other people
yes, she can.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, so
Next time I invite you back.
Oh, you want to give us some lyrics? I see you spitting on all these other shows. You can spit anything.
Excuse me. J Mac doesn't want you to do
we
that.
waiting?
J Mac would like you to spit now.
Ain't no beat or nothing?
You don't need no beat. It makes it better without a beat.
Wow.
Okay.
But if you want a beat, Hatta can beatbox.
Oh, no.
This motherfucker telling me what to do now.
You said you about to beatbox.
You want me to dance while I'm doing it?
So you don't want to help out?
Now he gonna turn this all against me. Let her spin and do her thing.
Come on, give us some.
Okay.
And when you leave, take him with you.
I got you.
This dude.
I'm back with a vengeance, and you don't belong in my spot. You not a tenant. I see the gimmicks, shaking ass for a stream and a mention. Loss prevention, cause half of them still in they flows. Now they defendants. Y'all so dependent. Signing your life for a whip and a pendant. And I ain't a preacher. My soul bright. These Louis V sneakers. I could impeach ya. I got stripes, but these ain't Adidas. Drip by the leader. My shoes too big to fill, but these ain't Fila. When they defeat her, I come back again like everyday Easter. Ooh, look at my posture. Stand up, bitch. No one else on the roster. Coulda played soccer. Always in the green.
Oh, yeah! All right, daughter!
Oh, this guy. This guy.
Okay, give me your social media.
Oh, my goodness.
My Instagram is Jazz Anderson, Jazz Anderson. My Twitter is It's Jazz Anderson, and then jazzanderson.com has all my stuff.
Good luck on everything.
Thank you so much.
My apologies for J Mac taking over your opportunity here.
It's okay. I enjoyed it. It was a good interview.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.